G'day guys, John here, Chief Instructor with FPV Australia. It's the 4th of March today as I record this, and I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on our training. It's been a little while since I've done a video on how we do things and what you get and whatnot else, and we've had COVID come through and make some changes, and so some information's out of date. So here we go, I thought I'd update you with this one. This is what happens and what you get with our remote pilot's licensing. So it is still a 5-day course for a remote pilot's license. If you don't have any other form of aviation licensing and whatnot else, it is 5 days in the classroom. Now, we are still running our virtual classroom, and so our theory is still being conducted inside a virtual environment. It's still in real time with our instructors though, so you are still there in real time being trained by an individual. We don't ask you to go and read some material or go watch some videos and come back and see us. You will not get any of that from us. What we do with our REPL course is put you through the entire program with an instructor. With that instructor comes a 420 odd page slideshow full of imageries and videos and other bibs and bobs. So again, feeling very immersed. The instructors also have whiteboarding capability, so they can scribble and draw things and do all that sort of stuff. So it's like sitting in the classroom, but you're not. All of that's still happening, and we run that every second week as this video is recorded, and I hope it's still current as you watch this. Every second week we run a virtual classroom. The days are modular. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for argument's sake, is Monday is always Monday, Tuesday is always Tuesday, Wednesday is always Wednesday. So if you can't make all of those days in one hit, then you could do this session Monday, come back in another session, do Tuesday, come back another session, do Wednesday. And in fact, you can do them in any order you like. You could do Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday. That doesn't matter. We've modularized everything to make life easy for those that might not be able to block out all the time in one go. There is an exam that is still required, and the Manual of Standards is pretty clear on that exam. It's an 84, I think, odd questioned exam, and it's closed book, and it's multiple choice, and it's 85% pass mark. So that's laid down by the regulator. That's not our choice. I often also get asked, what happens if I fail that exam? Well, we're all human, right? Sometimes we fail. Under the legislation, under the Manual of Standards, you get 3 attempts at it. We never charge you to resit your exam. So don't ever think, oh, if I fail the exam, I'm going to have to pay again to sit another one. It doesn't work that way. The Manual of Standards says that if you fail for 3 times, you have to come back and sit the entire course again. But again, we won't charge you should that happen. It's never happened yet, touch wood. But if that happens, we're not going to charge you again to sit through the course. Our job is to train you. Our job is to give you the knowledge and the skill set to be able to be deemed competent. And there's a difference, right? I want to be clear. We don't train you to pass an exam. That's not how it works. We train you to be competent enough in your own abilities and knowledge to pass that exam, if that makes sense, okay? So that's all the theory and stuff done. Then, of course, there's still practical being held on the field, and we do that all over the country. We've now expanded. We've got an instructor base in Queensland, in Cairns, as a matter of fact. It'll also service Brisbane and Townsville. So resident instructors in Queensland that can look after you. We've got a resident instructor in Victoria. So Melbourne and sort of outer lying areas are covered down there. We've also still got Adelaide, obviously, covered, and you'll all know Jason. Jason's in Adelaide. So between Jason and Hamish, they cover all of Victoria, South Australia and Tasmania. We've also got a resident instructor in Tasmania, in Jared. So all those eastern states are covered. Queensland's covered. South Australia's covered. We're expanding into WA. Very soon we'll have resident instructor in Western Australia, in Perth. So that's very exciting. And whispers and talks happening for the top end. Keep your eye on that. So no matter where you are in the country, you're able to go through the practical. And the practical's the same. There are practical competencies that you have to demonstrate. That's part of the Manual of Standards. And then there's a flight test at the end of it, along with whatever other bibs and bobs we train you and some little tricks and tips along the way. So that's the remote pilot's license in a nutshell. We still have the train now, pay later option, so you can pay a deposit and train, and you've got 3 months without fees and charges. There's no zip pay and other crap. We just take that on board and allow you to pay it off in your own leisure. The REOC, Remote Operator Certificate, that is also required if you want to go out into business by yourself. If you've got the license, you can fly for an organisation that already has a REOC, but if you want to do it for your own benefit, then you will need the REOC as well. This video is not going to go into, do I need a license or don't I? I'll do that in a separate video. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update on how we're doing things and how we're travelling. We're heavy busy, we've got lots happening, but there's still courses that you can get on. But it was just a few key points I wanted to point out because we keep getting asked the same questions. Yes, we're still running in the virtual classroom for now. That may change in the near future. We'll see how it pans out. There is still practical components required face-to-face. You can't do that via some sort of video or some imagery like that, or Skype in and watch you fly it from a webcam. We're not allowed to do that. Has to be done face-to-face for the prac. There are still exams, and the exam is set by CASA. It's not set by us, and it's, as I said, 80-something questions, and it's multiple choice, and it's closed book, and it's 85% pass mark. So it's tough. You will need to study. And it's still run over 5 days. And again, no charges should you fail. We don't charge you twice. You pay once, and then we will continue to train you until such time as you're competent to get through the entire program. Wow, that's it in a nutshell. If you've got questions, the normal routine, training at fpvaustralia.com.au will find us. If you'd rather talk to a human, you can pick the phone up and dial that 1300 number. It's down there, I can never remember it. We've relocated our offices now into this new facility that I'm standing in here in a hangar at Cootamundra. So if you give that office number a call, someone will pick the phone up. But we are still all over the country, training as we always have. We've got some exciting things coming. You've already heard the Brolga boys up in Queensland. We've created a little alliance with the Brolga Tech. Hello to the boys. We've created a little alliance with Omnidrone out in WA. And a couple of more in the burner. So there's lots of stuff happening. It's really cool. I'm really excited. And so yeah, again, I hope this has been informative to you. And if you've got any questions, contact us. Remember, if you're flying a drone today, tomorrow, next week, or next month, safely and responsibly. Enjoy.